Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And it'll bring this to about the 25. Alex Singleton, there on the tackle. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Giants.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. They get this into the hands of Neighbors. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
This is 3rd and 6. Out of a shotgun. It's Dart. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Hold on a sec.
blitz now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Captain. Hold on, set. I'm ready. Ready. Go.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Hicks. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Brian Burns getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to kick it away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Tracy on 1st down, and he's going to give ground and lose yardage here, back to the 6.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
It's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Look at the big man go. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play out of the G-men. A gain of 48. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. A ball deep for the end zone. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll go play action here with Dart. Moving to his right. He runs with it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
1st and 10. Motion man is higher. Here's a toss to Scatterboot, heading right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On second down, Dart. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And he's in! Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Giants 7, Broncos nothing.
Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter as they face a difficult 3rd and 12. We'll go play action with Hicks. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
On 4th down, here's Nix. That's taken in. And he's going to get there. He's got the 1st down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll manage to pick up about 4. Tyler Nugent is there for the stop.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball play placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. RPO, quick throw, there's Sutton. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here's Dobbins. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Giants' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 1. Now it's Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos.
But I think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No fun of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Hey, somebody gotta do it.
On first down, Dart. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Neighbors in motion. Dart gonna fake the give and hold on to it. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
Slayton is the man in motion. To the air on second down. Dart. Now he'll run. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Third down, 3 to go. Now Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. To throw is Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll work now on second and 4. Handoff left. Here comes Scatterbury. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Dart. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. First and goal as they convert on 3rd down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Scatterboo, and this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Second and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. So, we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League. on EA Sports.
To kick off for New York.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This fielded at about the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down throw for Nix. Oh, we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
His kick is good. Next is scorer, Giants 21. Broncos 7.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
A run with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Broncos first down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A 2-yard pickup.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third and a yard.
Hold on, set.
Next, from the gun, on third down. He'll try to run for it.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on third down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it. Nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready, ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready, ready. Away, away, away.
Throwing is Nix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
They'll throw. It's Nix. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
And remember, he threw that pick six on the previous drive, so don't think that's still not in the back of his head. He's certainly not going to risk giving the ball away again, and good decision there to just throw it away.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready, ready.
Nix gonna throw for it. And he is gonna have the Broncos first down. How about that? A gain of 15 on fourth and 10.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal.
Away, away, away.
Back to throw is Nix.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up second and goal.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Here's Nix to throw. Working his way out left. And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And now it's 4th and goal.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started.
And this will pay off. It is caught. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos draw closer here. It's 21-14. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. He'll get about 2. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Scatterboot. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches at the 43-yard line.
2nd and inches. Once again, it's Scatterboot. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two 1st downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Dart. Forced out left. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. Beautiful catch on the sideline. He's inbounds, but there is a penalty flag down, and that might wipe away the game. Neighbors in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Throw, left side, that's Johnson. And he'll get the penalty yardage and then some back, and is very close to a 1st down.
how fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
A carry here for Tracy. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll try to run for it with Scatterboost. Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. They'll try to sneak it here, and he will have a Giants first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn fourth down into a first.
The defense not fighting. They stay at home. They tackle him for no gain.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Neighbors in motion. Second down, Dart. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On third down, they'll run with Tracy. First down and more inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
28-yard line.
Now to throw it here on first down. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. He will air this out, looking for Sutton, and that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. It's second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Nick, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another brutal drive for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
To throw is Nix. He's got a man open. It's Sherfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
That pass play, good for 22. Good for a Denver first down. Throw it. Nix. Moving to his left. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Second down. Nix. Flushed to his left. Off he goes. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here is first and goal. They'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
So now a big play here for the Broncos. They're going to line up and go for 2.
The Broncos will line up.
Now Nick's going to look to throw, and the rush gets there. Down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. The touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tracy on first down. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
28-yard gain. First down, New York.
They'll run again, it's Tracy again. And this time they are ready for it. Throw for a loss. And it's second down.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
First down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. Here's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Deep ball downfield for Sherfield. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Roy Robertson Harris in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. Now on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Hollis. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
He's to the 40. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So a road win here for the Giants. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.